Hello. Are you the band director at this school?
Yes, I am.
I have a child who is considering attending this school. He very much enjoys playing music. He was in marching band, concert band, and jazz band at his previous school.
We have those bands here as well.
Please tell me about your bands.
Our marching band took first place in the state last year. So did our top concert band and our top jazz band.
What else can you tell me about your instrumental music program?
We have the most competitively successful music program in the state. What else is there to tell?
So what do the students in your bands learn?
My students learn how to play their instruments with a very high level of proficiency, so that they can get very high scores at music festivals and competitions, beat other students and bands at those festivals and competitions, and bring back lots of trophies for our trophy case and plaques to hang on our band room walls.
What else do your students learn?
What do you mean?
Do they learn anything other than how to play their instruments and win competitions?
What else should they learn in band?
Do you teach your students to have respect and appreciation for music?
Oh, I do not care at all if my students appreciate music. They do not need to appreciate music to perform well and win competitions.
Oh, really? Do your students know who Leonard Bernstein was?
No, but they got first place.
Do your students know who Duke Ellington was?
No, but they got first place.
Do your students know who John Philip Sousa was?
No, but they got first place.
Do your students know who Louis Armstrong was?
No, but they got first place.
Do your students ever attend live performances of jazz or classical or any instrumental music?
No, but they got first place.
Yes, I know they got first place. Do your students enjoy listening to performances by other school bands?
Oh no. My students hate listening to performances by other school bands. Everyone knows that the music performed by school bands is played for the purpose of winning competitions. It is not at all interesting or enjoyable to listen to. When my concert band performs at concert band festivals, the only people in the auditorium are the judges. Why would anyone want to actually listen to this music?
Do your students have any jazz or classical or any instrumental music on their iPods?
Oh, I doubt it. They probably have the same horrible crap that all high school students have on their iPods. Why would any student want to listen to classical or jazz music? They only play that music to win competitions.
Do you ever play recordings of significant pieces of instrumental music for your students?
Very rarely. That would not help us win any competitions and would be a waste of rehearsal time.
There are lots of videos available now that show some of the greatest musicians in history playing some of the greatest pieces of music in history. Do you ever show these to your students?
Oh no. That also would not help us win any competitions and would be a waste of rehearsal time.
Do you care at all about what your students learn?
Music education is about performing. It is not about learning. It doesn't matter how much the students learn, it only matters how well they perform.
Do you care if your students leave your program with a significant amount of appreciation for music?
No, I do not. Once they leave my program, they cannot win any trophies for me. Once the students leave my program, I do not care if they ever listen to or play instrumental music again.
So teaching students respect and appreciation for music is a waste of time?
Yes. It would be a waste of rehearsal time.
Do any of your students continue playing music when they leave your program?
A very small number of my students will participate in college marching band or drum and bugle corps. An even smaller number will study music in college. But most of my students quit playing their instruments when they leave my program and never touch a musical instrument for the rest of their lives. Why play a musical instrument if you cannot beat somebody else in a competition? Winning a competition is the best reason to play a musical instrument.
Does it concern you that the average size of school bands in your state has decreased significantly in the last 10 years?
Oh no. That does not concern me. As long as my bands keep getting first place, I do not care if the school bands in my state keep getting smaller and smaller.
Interesting. My child is a percussionist. Do you have a good percussion program?
Oh, you mean your child is a dumber?
Excuse me. What did you call my child?
Your child is what we band directors call a dumber. Your child is an idiot who bangs on things in the back of the band.
My child plays marching snare drum, marimba, timpani, drum set and all percussion instruments very well.
I'm sure he does, but everyone knows it doesn't take near as much talent to play snare drum, marimba, or drum set, as it does to play real musical instruments such as the clarinet, trumpet, saxophone, or tuba. In fact, we band directors have made sure that in competitions hosted by organizations like Bands of America, the percussion section is almost completely meaningless. The judging system is set up so that the music judges, who know almost nothing about percussion, give scores that count, and the percussion score given by a percussion judge, who has spent his whole life playing and teaching percussion, does not count. At events hosted by organizations like Bands of America, the percussion judge is purely symbolic. The percussion judge just makes the percussion sections think they count, when they actually do not. Percussion sections should not be allowed to affect the total scores of bands. They are just idiots banging on things.
Then why even have a percussion section, if you have created a system where they don't even count?
I really don't care how big the percussion section is, or if I even have one. I wish I didn't have a percussion section, because then I wouldn't have to waste money on stupid things like drum heads and mallets. I could spend that money on important things like reeds, mutes, and mouthpieces. The only reason I have a percussion section is because the idiots just keep showing up and wanting to join. I hire percussion instructors to teach the percussion section. Percussion instructors are just idiots teaching other idiots how to bang on things.
We are also considering the school down the street. Do you know anything about the band program there?
Yes. That band director is an idiot. In fact, all band directors are idiots except me. I am the smartest and best band director in the world. In fact, the reason I am a band director is to show all other band directors that they are idiots, and that I am the best. Sometimes when my bands do not get first place, it just means the judges are idiots for not recognizing that I am the best band director in the world.
You sound like every band director I have ever talked to. Thank you for your time. This has been a very revealing conversation.
The only reason I was so honest is because your child is a dumber, and not a student who plays flute or French horn or some other meaningful instrument. I don't care if your child joins my program or not.
You are truly pathetic. I hope you retire soon. The students at this school deserve better.
We got first place. What is better than that? In band, winning is all that matters.